Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good. I'm Karthi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Al Amin Engineering College Autonomous, Erode. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in environmental studies, biodiversity. Let us begin with the introduction. Biodiversity refers to the variety of life forms present on Earth. It includes all living organisms such as plants, animals, and microorganisms, along with the ecosystems they form. In simple words, biodiversity means the diversity of biological life at different levels. Why do we study biodiversity? We study biodiversity because it helps us understand the richness of the life on Earth. It maintains ecological balance and stability. It provides food, medicine, fuel, and raw materials. It supports sustainable development. It ensures survival of future generations. If biodiversity declines, ecosystem functioning will be disturbed and human life will also be affected. Therefore, studying biodiversity is essential for conservation and environmental protection. Next, levels of biodiversity. Biodiversity exists at three main levels: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. First one, genetic diversity. Genetic diversity refers to the variation of genes within a species. Individuals of same species may differ in characteristics due to genetic differences. For example, Raophia vomitoria shows genetic variation in the potency and concentration of the chemical reserpine. This variation is important for medicinal value and adaptability. Genetic diversity helps species survive environmental changes and diseases. Next, species diversity. Species diversity refers to the variety of different species present in a particular region. India is one of the richest countries in terms of species diversity. For example, India has nearly 50,000 rice varieties. India has around 1,000 mango varieties. This large number of species and varieties shows the richness of biodiversity in our country. Next, ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity refers to the variety of ecosystems in a geographical area. Different ecosystems have different climate, soil, vegetation, and animal life. For example, the Western Ghats have more amphibian species diversity compared to the Eastern Ghats. This shows how ecosystem conditions influence biodiversity. Let us see the values of biodiversity. Biodiversity has several important values. These are classified into direct values and indirect values. First, direct values. Direct values are benefits that we obtain directly from biodiversity. First one is consumptive use value. These are resources directly consumed by humans. Example, food, fuel, medicinal plants, fruits and vegetables. These resources are used without entering the market. Next, productive use value. These are products that are commercially sold in our markets. Examples, timber, silk, wool, honey, pharmaceutical products. These contribute to the economy. Next, indirect values. Indirect values are benefits that are not directly consumed but are equally important. First one is social and cultural values. Many plants and animals have religious and cultural importance in India. For example, certain trees and animals are considered sacred. Ethical value. Every species has a right to exist. We have a moral responsibility to protect biodiversity for future generations. Next, aesthetic value. Biodiversity enhances natural beauty. Forests, wildlife, waterfalls, and landscapes attract tourism and provide mental satisfaction. The last one is optional value. Option value refers to the potential future use of biodiversity. Some species may have medicinal or economic importance that we have not yet discovered. Protecting biodiversity ensures these future benefits. Next, hotspots of biodiversity. Areas which exhibit high species richness as well as high species endemism are termed as hotspots of biodiversity. British ecologist Norman Meyer coined the concept in 1988. The richest and most threatened reservoirs of plant and animal life on Earth. What are the criteria to qualify as a hotspot? It must contain at least 1,500 species of vascular plants as endemics. It has to lose at least 70% of its primary vegetation. There are 25 hotspots of diversity on our global level. Some of them are listed below. There are two important hotspots of India are Eastern Himalayas and Western Ghats. First one, Eastern Himalayas. It forms a distinct floral region and comprises regions of Nepal, Bhutan, China, and northeastern India. It has 9,000 plant species with 3,500 of them being endemic. The area has long been recognized as a rich center of primitive flowering plants and is known as cradle of speciation. The next one is Western Ghats, one of the most important biogeographic zones of India. Some of its zones are considered as active zones of speciation. The region has 490 awards in taxa, of which as many as 308 are endemics. About 1,500 endemic species of dicotyledonous plants, 245 species of orchids are found here. In today's session, we discussed the biodiversity, levels of biodiversity, values of biodiversity, and hotspots of biodiversity. I hope this session is helpful for you to understand the key ideas clearly. Thank you for your attention and active participation. Thank you.